So hopefully other people would share in the disappointment in knowing that for profit, police can enforce child abuse and other abuse and nothing is done. So I wouldn't as a child feel safe, and I don't feel safe with knowing our government can be enlisted in abuse for profit. So many parties. So I just hope that other people will share in my disappointment and something is done. So the investigation hasn't been approved. Is that what you're saying?
The report that you specifically mentioned has not been approved at this point.
Okay. So if a child has been hit or assaulted and there's evidence of it, what needs to be approved for an investigation? And why have we fell through the cracks for years with my investigation for my abuse and my daughter's?
I can't speak to your case, ma'am. I can only say that this report is not approved, and I don't know why.
You don't know why?
That information.
Okay. But I would like to know my rights. So if police are indeed tampering with evidence and committing crimes.
If you have a question about your rights, that's a question for your legal representative, ma'am, not for the Dallas Police Department Child Abuse Unit.
I'm not able to verbalize my question. You wouldn't know what it would be about because you didn't let me finish it. If child abuse is being committed and police are enlisted in covering for the abuse, it's suspected abuse that's not reported, I thought was a crime. And the police department and CPS is enlisted, who are supposed to be taking up these crimes?
Is that the end of your question, ma'am?
Yeah, I want to know because not reporting suspected child abuse is a crime, and CPS and the police department has been doing it for years in multiple parties. Who do I report it to?
Once again, I'm going to refer you to your legal representative, your legal counsel and attorney.
Okay, so let me make sure I understand. So the government is denying me law enforcement and telling me, hold on, let me finish. I'm just trying to make sure I have clarity. So the government is denying me law enforcement and telling me to get law enforcement through an attorney.
Questions you have would seem to be best answered by an attorney, yes.
Okay, so my question is, it appears that law enforcement is being denied by the government.
Because the report wasn't approved?
There's multiple reports that police have lied in and sabotaged and arrested me and detained me for cover-up. So if police departments and multiple government agencies are denying law enforcement, you're telling me to combat the denied law enforcement, I need an attorney?
I can tell you that it would be outside of my purview as a police officer or detective.
Okay, so you're saying to reporting crimes and to the police department, ignore it and this is child abuse that's getting ignored. And my abuse and my daughter's abuse has been getting ignored and covered by the police department, which is a crime. The report isn't getting approved. It's a crime, but I need an attorney to figure out who to report the crime to.
Well, the report's not approved. It could be a box unchecked or some other...
No, I think it's a crime. I think it's a crime because there's multiple boxes that have been unchecked and denied investigation for years.
Well, I can't tell you why this report was rejected, but I can tell you it's a fairly routine occurrence.
Sure. So what's your name again?
Knable.
Okay. And your badge number?
10313.
Okay, so what do I do now that I can't report child abuse or any crimes to the police department?
I didn't say that.
Okay, well, I need to report crimes, and the police have been denying me reports for years.
Okay, you would have to call 911 to make a report, ma'am.
Well, I just did one, and they're denying the report on that to see what happened to my 12-year-old daughter. They've been covering for her abuse for years, which I thought was a felony.
The report was made on that case number. I just can't tell you what it said
yeah, there's multiple reports that are made, but then the investigation has been denied in the arrest August 1st, 2019, for me reporting child abuse. And then Tyler police giving me a criminal trespass from the police department, reporting this abusive CPS worker. So the problem of it is the police that are covering for crimes, we need to get them out the way. They've been doing it for years. So how do I get the police to stop committing the crimes? Who is going to enforce the criminal activity from the police department? Are we going to have to go through this the rest of our lives? Are we going to have to go through the criminal activity from our government for the rest of our lives? Who is going to police the police in their crimes? Well, I just hope my daughter can keep her head up, because I wouldn't feel very good if police enforced my abuse and my mom's abuse. It's pretty sick. So I'm not able to encourage her or keep her motivated, but I hope that someone has integrity listening to this chaos and it soon stops. Because there's a lot of chaos that me and my family have been through. And it's very disappointing that the government can get enlisted in abuse and commit outrageous crimes like deny someone mail and court dates. I mean, that's just not normal activity to where you stop someone from getting their mail because they have road activists. So you successfully keep them from getting their mail. And I have not received one piece. The post office wouldn't honor multiple holes. I called the police on the post office. They came, and Burnett came and covered for it. Another time they asked me if I was on a medication and gave me a criminal trespass. CPS covers for crime. CPS covers for crimes and threatens the police. I was in jail, getting mistreated in jail for the false arrest, begging the 255th District Court to help me. Put in isolation, violated, multiple inmates threatened me. They wouldn't let me go to court. So I wrote letters to the 255th District Court begging them for help, wrote to the FBI. And you know what happened? They took my child custody rights away. I said, please, I was terrified. Please help me. They had me in isolation, denied my bond, and would not let me go to court on false charges. Well, sir, I think it's sick. I've already established that. So a box hasn't been checked for years when they intervened at Texas Rangers, and the Texas Ranger staff just sat there and looked. Well, I got arrested for trying to report the child abuse and my abuse there. So I don't know what else is needed. I cannot report crimes. Thank you.
All right, good luck to you.